What's up, y'all? How's it going? Good to see you. So, Tempe Against Violence here outside the city chambers of Phoenix, and just got a update from my father that Channel 12 put out right now. These officers couldn't even verify that the family in the shoplifting incident was part of the crime. They couldn't verify if they were part of the crime, and this was recorded from the dispatch. So this is something that we're all gonna have to bring up here inside the city chambers and the city council meeting, because, like I just said, these officers couldn't even verify that they were part of the crime. And they're saying that they took at least 4 to 5 Barbie dolls. That's a lie. Oh, I thought I was facing the other way. Sorry.
Not knowing and then I kind of got that feeling when he replied back to everybody. He replied everybody except for him. So I emailed him and then 4 lieutenants, and he replied back to me in 3 lieutenants. Yes. So whatever, it makes sense. But so
What's up, y'all? To those that are coming in right now, I'm gonna fill you in with what I was just updated with. Phoenix PD couldn't even verify that the family in the shoplifting incident in Phoenix, they couldn't even verify that they were part of the crime. So what is going on? Why were they detained? Why were they hassled? Why were they harassed? Why were they violently brutalized? If they couldn't even verify that it was them, it's sickening. That is very sickening. How's it going?
No, I mean, everybody went back because they used that name.
So it looks like they're about to have me go over and start chants. I'm not too sure. What's up to the 3 people that are in here? Say what's up so I know who's in here. I'm watching this guy. Yeah, there's quite a bit of us out here. So far, so good. Yeah. Is it? Hey, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I gotta find Arizona audio. All right. Excuse me. Connor. We got Maricopa here.
Oh, there he is. I was like, shit, did you get
Hey, hey! Definitely lost my spot, so
Yeah.
come right here.
Oh, so it's-
I just got Roser's badge number right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up to him. I'm like, "What's your name and badge number?" He said, "Roser," and then whatever his damn number is.
What's it say? It says Blue Lives Matter. Without telling us.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Everyone, as we're waiting to go in, I just want to give you a quick update on what's happening today. So yesterday's meeting was a way they wanted us to calm down, right, and like it's over, because they didn't want to us to show up today. Today, they're trying to go business as usual. Nothing happened. Let's move on, and we'll come back in 30 days. 30 days of more officer, brutality and violence. The other thing, right? Hell no, yes. The other thing that they're trying to do today is pass a $721 million budget for the Phoenix Police Department. What do we think about that?
Hell no!
No. What do we think?
No!
Hell no. $721 million out of our pockets as taxpayers for this police department while they have done nothing to what happened to the Ames family.
10 million.
They killed us in the street.
They're killing us in the street. Yeah, so we're going to open up right now the space as we wait to go in. So we're telling them, and our message, and everyone who wants to echo this message, is that they vote no on this budget until they fire those officers.
Yes.
Until they have a plan in place for what to do in the future.
And until they have a plan in place for this not to happen. There've been a lot of listening sessions. There's been a lot of recommendations for over a decade. And this is still happening. Because they are not implemented. Because they don't take this seriously. Because at the end of the day, they don't care. So part of today is to make sure that they know we
Check that
fucking
sign out,
care.
you guys.
And that we're gonna keep caring, and that we're gonna let them continue to ignore our families. And so whoever wants to continue to echo that, today we're telling the council members and the mayor that they have to vote no on the $721 million budget for the police, and that they have to fire these officers, and that they have a process for this not to happen again, which right now they have nothing. So with that, I'm gonna open up the space. I know yesterday a lot of people got shut down, a lot of families were ignored. So if anyone that would like to say something, they can hear it down there. We're gonna have louder speakers as well. Want to share?
Well, save us.
Can I'm gonna fill in what
You can come here and then tell your neighbor to save their space in line.
I'm gonna fill in with what I was updating. Hello, y'all. I go by the name Tempe Against Police Violence. My dad just sent me an update from Channel 12 News. The Phoenix PD on the scanner couldn't even verify that the Drayvon Ames and Aisha was even part of the crime. They couldn't verify it. And they're lying, trying to say that they took 4 to 5 Barbie dolls. No, we saw the video that little girl walked out with at least one. And they're trying to say that they can't even verify that it was them. So why the hell did they get brutalized that way? We need to stand up for the Phoenix community and the community around us. We need to go in there and make it known that they couldn't even verify that these people were part of the crime.
But that's not the point.
It's on the dispatch,
No,
you know?
that's not the point. Who cares if they stole a Barbie doll
Exactly.
in their underwear? A Barbie doll in
It's a child, exactly.
You're gonna shoot a child?
for $5
Negative.
in merchandise?
Exactly.
Come on.
That was a baby doing what babies do. Excuse me. My name is Walter Nicholson. And the reason I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to tell you a little something about the way the Phoenix police Department operates, okay? I was kidnapped, assaulted, and seriously injured. My back was hurt in 3 places, my knee was torn in 2 places, okay? When the some security guards did this where I live at. When the police got there, they found out how wrong these security guards were, so they wouldn't let me get their names or who they work for or anything like that. They told me that I didn't have any constitutional rights because I'm black. Told me that to my face, okay? They wouldn't they wouldn't take a police report, so I called the police department and reported them, and they got in touch with them, made them come back and take a police report. When they took the police report, they took 2 police reports. One said I was the victim, the other one said I was the perpetrator. I have copies of both of those police reports.
Wow.
Once they wrote these police reports up, they dismissed the case on their own authority, okay? What that means is they violated not only my constitutional rights, but they obstructed justice. They denied me access to the courts.
That's right.
This is not only how they do me, this is how they do any black person that they feel like has a legitimate beef, okay? That's just one of the tactics they use.
And Mr. Nicholson, what were you doing with the security guards beat you up?
I was doing my job. I worked at the housing complex. I also lived at the housing. Now,
Sorry about that, y'all.
what's true is you're gonna go in here and you're gonna hear them make you all kinds of promises. They're not gonna follow through. They never do, okay? They know that the greater majority of people don't know nothing about the law. They know that, you see? So they'll make you all kind of bullshit promises and never follow through on any of them, okay? It's an unfortunate thing that things is the way they are. You know what I mean? It's like they take our children, they conscript them into the military, they teach them to be murderers, and then tell them they heroes, okay? But they gotta live with the trauma of killing people all the rest of their life. And then they induct them into the Phoenix Police Department and other police departments all over the country, and the only thing they know is violence. They doing what they were taught to do, okay? So you need to be aware of that. The only way we're gonna change something is all of us stay in their face and make them do what they're supposed to do. We are the people. They work for us. You know what I mean? See, the unfortunate thing is most of us don't realize how much power we have. You know what I mean? It's like the lady said, they take our money and pay these people to kill our men, women, and children in the streets. We can change that, and we can make them change it. See, one other thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to get off this mic, okay? One of the reasons why these rogue cops are doing what they're doing is because they don't like the fact that we got a black police chief. They don't like the fact that we got a Mexican mayor. They are afraid that they're gonna lose the country. They ain't gonna lose the country. They didn't murder off all of the indigenous people in this country. They ain't gonna lose nothing. It's just like they ain't gonna blow up the world because they already on it. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I say, don't be afraid of these people. Don't be afraid to speak up. My name is Walter Nicholson.
What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna try and make my way in right now.
Containers cannot go inside. There is a metal detector inside. Just prepare for that. And while we go inside, I want us to be grounded in the fact that we know that this is our money, and we know that they are trying to reward a very violent police force. So when we get in there, what we want to be grounded in is the fact that we won't run, we won't hide. We can see the racist side. We know what's happening here. Okay? So remember, don't take these flyers in.
All right, Phoenix. Thank you.
But yeah, just you can keep an eye on the line. It's moving. As the spokesman. And with that, if anyone else wants to speak.
So
So I've come out tonight because I'm very concerned about what's going on in our community, and as someone who has lost a family member to police brutality, my sister, Danielle Chambers, was killed by Mason Police on February 3rd, 2016.
Yeah.
Nothing will. There's nothing more scarring to me than the feeling having to bury my sister's body in the ground. We must put white supremacy and ableism and misogyny and all forms of discrimination to an end. And we must hold these police accountable. And we must replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice.
That man you're here speaking right now is a blind citizen.
Stop. And it is time that we hold these officers accountable. We must end white supremacy, not tomorrow, not next week, but today.
My bad. Well, these as well.
These are stringer.
Can't take these in. Okay. Is this where we get the speaker's card? Where's the speaker's card?
Yeah. Do you know the item number?
I don't. I'm just gonna speak.
You just want to speak on something
public,
that's not
public comments.
Okay, so then you just put CC here and then the subject at the top.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
Good, good, good. The rest of this
Oh, of course not. So,
should be number 38. That's what Eddie Chavez Calderon said.
okay. Is that the one where they're trying to pass that budget? Or
The other trucks on the side of that building. So the funny part is that I saw I'll bring it
there's
up
a spillover
as a
zone.
concern because those trucks are my responsibility too. I think
There are a lot of people outside now. There's a lot of people outside. Well, I was walking around the city with urban outfitters.
so. Here's the thing. I believe there are two outside the actual debate.
Yeah, he may be taking pictures outside.
what am I writing?
Well, first jump up. Oh, you want to sit there?
No,
Okay.
it's all good.
Right. Is it, so write item number
38?
38.
Request to speak, then you defer to someone else.
If you want to speak, but you can also. Yeah, 38, because that's the budget one.
You are the first person to join the meeting. Please stand by.
Sorry,
Some of the trucks. Because I saw that garage. I didn't.
Who do I turn it into? Alright, thank you.
Are you in favor
Opposed would be against the item number, right?
Correct, as it's proposed, yeah. Thank you.
Alright, y'all, I'm back.
I think.
So, Arizona auditor should be somewhere in here.
Now we're gonna have some more recommendations. And what are you gonna do about it? You know, people. They really blew it. I mean, you know, they had an
No, so
we go through the first one. Yeah, please do.
is anyone viewing Arizona Auditor's stream? Can y'all tell me where he's at? Is anyone watching Arizona Auditor's stream? Can they tell me where he's at?
I'll bring it up.
Excuse me. Oh, it's all right.
JJ Johnson is here. You know who that is?
Yeah,
He's the
he's
guy.
a former cop.
He is? He's the guy that represented with Julia Castles. He's Colby's attorney's aide.
This guy, where is he?
Yeah, he's the guy that represented Colby with Julia. He's also the guy who said, fuck you, I'm not representing you. After I spoke out against Colby, remember that?
This guy? I'm thinking of someone else. This guy right here
Yeah,
is
that
a
guy.
former cop.
Well, I have to.
Is anyone viewing Arizona Auditor's live stream? Can they tell me where he's at?
like one departmental, but then after they got two years, and then after they can like forget stuff.
Great, email me later.
He's a good guy, I get it. He's got heart and soul. I think he recognized me. What'd you say?
So yeah, this could get crazy. A lot of mad and upset people here with the Phoenix PD. You know, I'm trying to find there's the auditor. No, it's about the same size. It's a little big. This one's a little bigger. They just got a bigger front.
Yeah, they're all going to be here. The police chief is usually
The police chief will sit like over there. They took my little tripod and gave me a number. Yeah, look. Number 1. It's like the first item taken.
That probably counts as a miscellaneous protest item.
This place is nice. On the outside garage, just on the other street, they hung a giant banner that says Blue Lives Matter. What's that? Yeah. Did you see the banner hanging from the parking garage that says Blue Lives Matter? I mean murder?
Blue Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Watch, go to my stream.
YouTube?
Yeah. What's up, Mozarts? Yeah. Go. Oh, what?
You're live right now.
All right, let me see it.
You get a photo of it?
Right here.
Do you have a photo of it, dude? But I
Just let it play.
okay, so I'm gonna how do you get the comments out of there?
You have to wait for them to go.
Yeah, and I the same way that you were asking me, that's what I feel.
I got that officer's name and badge number though.
Good job. Dude, I love that. There you go. I hadn't seen that one. I don't know if you put that up, but that's my favorite
That's
photo
awesome.
now. I'm trying to just get I know. Dude, I could not believe I got that message yesterday.
I wish she was talking about me. I wish she was talking about me. She was cute.
I texted her.
Did you?
Oh my goodness.
I texted her.
She went as far as asking me, is she talking about me or you?
Oh, I know. I didn't know. Why are they playing it?
No, that's not live.
No, I texted her. And she's like, you're cute. And I'm like, how old are you? 41.
Holy
I'm
shit.
like, what the fuck? You're twice my age.
Send her my way.
She's got have a
What's
12
up?
She
Yeah.
has a 12-year-old kid. That kid is 10 years younger than I am. She could be my sister. Oh, no.
Yo, can someone go to Arizona Auditor's stream?
Arizona Auditor.
Hey, can you go to Arizona Auditor's stream and see where he's at? Yeah. All right, he's walking in. Hey, hey, Arizona. They didn't let me in with mine.
You know, that age.
Yeah. You're not. Fine. God would like to see
I found AA, you guys.
I to like a bunch of like.
In the whole room, and you're saving that seat in the whole room.
No.
If I have two friends, you can sit there, nobody come, but when they come,
All right.
that'd be perfect.
That's your own.
Yo, go check out Arizona Auditor's stream. Be nice and share mine. Be nice and share his. Help us get our views up. You could go to Maricopa County Cop Watch as well and see how it is looking outside. You, go to Maricopa County Cop Watch. He's outside as well.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cop Watch. You better watch that. He needs to get paid. All right. That's what I like to see. All right, so Maricopa County Cop Watch is outside. Me and Arizona Auditor are inside. So he's buffering.
Who's that girl up there in the green taking photos of us? Straight ahead of me. Straight ahead of me.
Right here. She's with Podair.
Oh, she is? Okay. She just like looked up, took photos straight of us.
The one that's standing?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was like,
she's
what the
cool.
fuck? Okay. She like smiled and waved, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, he's outside.
Yeah, it looks like his phone's heating up. Oh yeah. Look, he said he's watching all three at the same time. Nice. They took away my tripod.
Podair's outside too.
Yeah, they're all inside as well.
Are they making some noise out there?
Yeah.
I was using the microphone.
This was outside.
I've met him a few times. I've met him in Mesa. Right there. This guy right here?
I'm the black shirt with myself.
That's standing?
Yeah, that's JJ.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He's the next cop.
Yeah, that's the guy who works with Julia Castles, who is also Colby's. Who is Colby's attorney. So he's working with Colby too.
We got AA over there. Say what's up. Oh, they got him in a little. They're segregating him. Look, AA is segregated, you guys. Watch. Go to my live stream. They have the media segregated. Yeah. Watch. So this is the media's designated area. Right there, that tape. That's their designated area. I didn't put my phone on the charge.
Do you need my charger?
Are they fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need this.
Oh, I thought this was an iPhone.
Perfectly, look.
Does it?
Yeah, watch. Do you have your cord though? I didn't bring
Yeah.
mine.
Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to connect my phone. All right, I'm back. Make sure y'all go to Arizona Auditor's channel and let him know how you feel about that segregation. Mozarks, how are you watching all three at the same time? You got them all on one desktop.
Okay, are you live?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope so. I just didn't want to.
Their clock is behind by 10 minutes.
I know. No, it said 2 o'clock this whole time.
Yeah,
Even at 1:45, it said 2 o'clock. That's the timer for speaking.
Oh, you fancy.
But they're just staying outside.
No, there's a lot of them inside.
No, I mean the camera. Whoever's filming.
Is the line still long? Yeah, the line's still long. I wonder if they got reserved seats for like Moppin and everyone.
I didn't even see them yet.
Oh, so look, they got their city clerk right there, city attorney, city manager. She looks like she must be the city manager.
She looks like a bitch. Sorry, live stream.
Looks like the type of person
Yeah, if I
who would
get
ask for the
demonetized
manager.
because of you.
I have no problem saying that right now. What shoes did you wear? I wore the Vans.
Friday night was the Anderson Travel Fair. Yeah, I was there. Yeah. I heard it was very
Sorry, y'all. I had a call. Called.
But somebody's got to stand up. You know, he's in the place. Never worked. Never ever. John Robinson. Yes, and one of like it's been here from the beginning. I'm with here like it was here then.
And they're like, really great. Yeah, because they're there, like, they have crazy and everything. So they're like,
They're gonna hate you anyway.
Just a friendly reminder, y'all. Go check out Arizona Auditors live stream. He's
Yeah,
right there.
And somebody may hear some of the stories they talk of the meeting and sending the dogs home, right? And half of it.
like, they're
And they still have yeah, he's a serial killer is what he is. He should have been out of prison. Yeah.
Do you know if there's any video of us holding all those signs out there?
My video.
You have video?
Yeah.
He has it on his video.
I
but
have
know
video
I
of
didn't know if
the
there was still
outside.
photos of it, like stills.
That would be good, yeah.
That's what I want, because that was real.
Can I see it?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Tempe Against Police Violence.
Thank you. Yeah, you said that.
So it'll be on here. Is it part 1 or part 2?
It's gonna be the second, first one right there. Close to the end. Somewhere right there. What's up, San Joaquin Valley?
Jerry,
Yeah, no, it's the live stream
who
quality.
has, I know, but I want to know who has,
It's gonna be the first one. So if you go down, it's gonna be in there, close to the end.
thank you.
Yep. So you'll just.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, this is like the news station in the Bay Area, California.
I think that's Chicago. ABC 7.
There's two. There's an ABC 7 Chicago and then California. Because my aunt works for the one in Chicago. But
Yeah, I wouldn't do this job. Number one, because it's like a local enemy. I worked for CABHP.
The difference between Phoenix City Council and Tempe is Tempe, if you're media, you can stand anywhere in the building. But as you see, Arizona Auditor is segregated over there. We have a ton of officers here. Here you go.
You never read anything all the way through. They never gave you consecutive pages of anything because it couldn't be advertising and giving you it was completely disconnected with the reading of this and I hated it so bad. I just really every day. I said, okay, I'm not going to let my watch. Or at least I'm not going to let my watch. And okay, sure, let's have half an hour right now. 5 minutes. I left that day and I went like,
By the way, the fucking cactus. Hey, that cactus I told you about?
this one and that one. That's not taking a
We got Judith from AZ Resist right there. She is a warrior. She builds a calendar, a community calendar to let everyone know what's going on in the community and so much more. Make sure you go check out her website, AZ Resist. Check out the ceiling.
Me too. I think Betty ought to
Well, I'm originally from here. Yeah.
I've never been to Bedford so far.
We got the chief right there. This is the lady. Yeah, Mozart's. It'll be buffering for quite some time. Signal in here is bad, and YouTube for live hasn't even been the best lately. But right there is the police chief. She's the one that believes change doesn't come within the department, it comes within the community. Alexis. Is it still buffering, you guys? I know from watching my videos, it'd be buffering for a few seconds, and then it'll go to clean footage, and then it'll go to fuzzy, and then buffering, and it seems to be like that every time. This officer right here snapped some pictures of me. And again, we got the police chief right there.
There you go.
There you go, azresist.org.
And what's it say on board?
We'll see what happens, Pink Eyed Genie. Recently, back in Tempe, I was arrested for disrupting something like this. The people. Tempe against police violence. Yeah. There's a possibility there could be a big protest after. We'll find out. I brought some masks just in case. Check out the ceiling.
Could be a double turn.
Yeah, 2-3. Thank you.
We got Carlos Garcia, the one council member that is against police brutality. One member that will highly listen to us.
Carlos is the only one who's stuck. If I like you, made a statement.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's meeting. Please join me in welcoming Police Chaplain Harry Sexton for today's invocation.
Madam Mayor, Honorable Council. Yes. As today is Juneteenth, my invocation for today is based on freedom and taken from the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 1, which says, "The Spirit of the Lord God is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and freedom to the prisoners." Let us pray. Oh God, we thank you for the incredible freedom that you have granted unto us. Your continual benevolence and mercy to us is beyond understanding. As we come before you today as stewards of all that you have provided, let us join with your prophet of old to bring good news to the poor in our community, that their neighbors care for them. Let us, as a city, seek to find ways to heal the brokenhearted amongst us. And let us loudly proclaim liberty and freedom to all. We thank you for the privilege of bringing our request before you. Amen.
Councilman Guardado, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilor. And now I'd like to call to order the June 19th, 2019 formal meeting of the Phoenix City Council. Will the clerk please call the roll? Councilman DeCiccio? Councilmember Garcia?
Here.
Councilwoman Guardado? Here. Councilman McCuskey?
Here.
Councilwoman Pastor? Here. Councilwoman Stark? Councilwoman Williams? Here. Vice Mayor Ware? Mayor Gallego? Here. We have an interpreter here with us today. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. My name is Monica Ramos, and we serve as today's Spanish interpreter. I'm going to be making a brief announcement in Spanish. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Mario Ramos, voy a estar haciendo como su intérprete de español. Si acaso hay alguien presente que va a necesitar el servicio de intérprete, pueden acudir hacia cualquier miembro de la ciudad, personal de la ciudad, hacia la parte de atrás, y poder pedirlos para escuchar la interpretación. Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. Do we have a motion on boards and commissions? Oh, I'm sorry. Will the city clerk please read the 24-hour paragraph?
The titles of the following ordinance and resolution numbers on the agenda were available to the public at least 24 hours prior to this council meeting and therefore may be read by title or agenda item only. Ordinances number G6600 through 6601, S45782 through 45843, and resolutions 21755 through 21759.
We have a motion on boards and commissions. Okay. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. We have members of the public here to be sworn in today, and we will swear them in. In order to get to the meat of the agenda, we will thank our members of the boards and commissions for their service, but to allow more public comment on other items, swear them in at a later date. Thank you so much for your service. Vice Mayor, do we have a motion on liquor license applications? Any comments? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. City Clerk, are we ready for the ordinances, resolutions, new business, planning and zoning? Vice Mayor, do you have a motion?
Items 21 through 112 as follows. 32, 38 through 46, 48, 59, 62, 65, 71, 76, 86, 110, and 112. Item 108 is requested to be continued until July 3rd, 2019. Actually, item
4th, 2019. And items 53 and 56 are as revised.
What's up, Nolly?
Thank you.
Arizona Auditor is live,
We have a motion and a
and
second.
Maricopa County
Roll call.
Cop Watch.
Deceasio.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Guardado.
Yes.
Noakowski.
Yes.
Pastor.
Yes.
Stark. Williams. Yes. Waring. Gallego.
Yes. Item passes unanimously. Item number 23, let the clerk as a march neutral.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mayor and Phoenix City Council. My name is Leonard Clark, Phoenix resident and District 1. I just want to use this so I don't have to keep getting up here. Basically, to speak for items 23, 35, 37, 78, because they're all regarding water. I just wanted to say I put neutral because I'm concerned because of what's going on with man-made global climate change. I'm not saying I disagree with your expansion of water treatment. Well, you don't use the word expansion. You're saying basically you're improving them, fixing them up. But I'm concerned because of the areas up north by Sandra Day O'Connor High School, the Lake Pleasant, also a water treatment plant. I'm concerned that maybe this is also being used basically under the guise of refurbishing and doing these water treatment plants what we need, because we've heard rumors of spot water shortages that could occur in the immediate future in North Phoenix. I'm concerned because developers want to increase the infrastructure because they cannot build homes out there, huge things, because you've annexed a huge piece of land on the other side of Sandra Day O'Connor High School, the mountain range. That's all, it says City of Phoenix. And so the developers, I believe by state law, cannot develop until they have water systems in place, that 100-year guaranteed water supply thing. So I'm just asking you now, we are in a man-made global climate emergency. Our children, it's maybe within our lifetimes. This is an extinction event. I'm sorry to my conservative friends who don't want to believe and call it a Chinese hoax, but our children deserve better than this, our progeny, and this is a desert after all. I mean, we're going to continue to expand, so please, we need to do something. This is a valley civilization, and I'm concerned, studying minor, the Latin and South American history of UA, that this could be like one of those valley civilizations that collapses. So I wish I could tell you I'm up here, I'm panicking people, I'm Mr. Religious. No, this is based upon scientific, peer-reviewed studies, thousands of different ones. So I'm sorry if the president believes it's a Chinese hoax. We are in an extinction emergency situation. So please consider that when you're doing this with our water. Thank you.
I think Mozart's accidentally
Thank you.
timed you out.
We need a motion? Second. Roll call.
Deceasio.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Guardado.
Yes.
Noakowski.
Yes.
Pastor. Stark. Williams. Yes. Waring.
Yes.
Gallego.
Yes, passes unanimously. Item 32, Leonard Clark also has a card. Mr. Clark.
Thank you on this measure regarding funding for the Maricopa County Animal Control. Look, I get it, some of us think that spending this much money might not be a good idea, but we have to come to accept the fact that there are good people that are trying to help dogs and cats. They are our best friends. They've been around, the dogs sometimes to say for 30 to 50,000 years. They're sentient beings. It breaks my heart when I see them out there running in the heat or no homes. So I think what you're doing is good, but I think we all need to be studying into the Maricopa County help or the animal shelters, because we don't want any more poor animals put to sleep that don't need to be put to sleep, spayed and neutered. So please, thank you. I'm for this funding. If I did put neutral, then I will go back and correct it obviously. But it's a very serious thing. Right now, it's a very scary time. Our homeless people, they're out there, and their only comfort many times is that little dog. Thank you.
Thank you. Any council member questions? Roll call. Oh, sorry, we need a motion. Okay. We have a motion and a second, roll call. DeCiccio. Garcia.
Yes.
Morgado.
Yes.
Noakowski.
Yes.
Pastor. Stark. Williams. Yes. Waring. Reagan. Yes. Passes unanimously. We next go into a series. Items 38 through 43 concern our annual budget. Item 40 is what most people would think of as the primary budget vote. There are also some votes, including to open up a special meeting of the city council. People have full cards on that particular item, but written budget on there, so it is my understanding that most people wish to testify on the budget and not whether or not to have a special meeting to vote on the budget. So I'm going to go ahead and take those cards on the budget item. I want to thank everyone for being here today. This also follows up on a meeting the city had last night. We appreciate people listening. These are very important and emotional topics. As we have today's debate, I would ask that everyone respect others, even if they do not hold the same opinion you do, and listen to them. We will try to hear from as many people as possible, and we ask that you be as respectful as possible with this very important topic. We are going to allow 2 minutes per person to allow as many people as possible, as tradition is. If you go over, I will ask you to stop, but then we will need to move on to hear from as many people as possible. We sometimes allow donation of time, but we want to hear as many people as possible. So for these items, we will not be doing so. If you would like to have an opportunity to speak, please fill out one of these cards. With that, we will go to item 38. Item 38 is a public hearing on the adoption of the proposed property tax levy, truth in taxation, and adoption of the final 2019-2020 annual budget.
In Phoenix, it's 2 minutes. Tempe,
I now declare the hearing
it's
open.
3 minutes.
Are there any cards particularly on this hearing who wish to speak? The people who want to speak not on the budget, but on the hearing. So
Try to get some people to come to my
on the proposed
stream.
property tax. Item 39 is the convening of a special meeting of the city council to consider the adoption of the 2019 through 2020 budget.
Mayor, in accordance with state statute, I move the regular meeting of the city council be recessed, and the city council convene a special meeting to consider adoption of the budget.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Item 40 is the adoption of the final 2019-2020 annual operating fund budget. Councilwoman?
Your motion? Oh, I move that item 40, being known as S-40-785, the final 2019-2020 annual operating funds budget be adopted.
Second. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. We have a large number of people here to provide testimony. Vidi Hernandez is our first to testify, followed by Ramona Ferrer.
One more time.
Yeah. Pink IG, very local.
He's put into it, the way he structured this is one of the best I've seen, structurally, not structurally itself, you know what I mean? The way it's been put together, the way it's been presented to the public, just want to congratulate you for all the work you've done on that. You and I've had this conversation before, because of the structure of that, so, thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Hernandez.
Hi, everyone. Lack of courage and the lack of action from this council to do anything. And we're here today specifically to talk about this budget. You can't pass this budget. This budget at 7, there are families that are suffering every day from this violence. What happens to the Ames family is another incident of another decade where you all have been talking about this for years. There's been city committees, there's been reports, there's been researches, there's been over 10 years of different recommendations, of different listening hearings, listening sessions, and we still have not had action on it.
Right.
The AIDS incident, with the AIDS family, a community board with the families that have been impacted by police violence to prioritize and implement all of the recommendations that they feel are the priority. We don't need any more hearing sessions. We don't need another 30 days. Our money, $720 million for this police department is unacceptable. We are paying them to assault them. You're taking it from our pockets. So you'll take our money, but you don't take the demands. So today we're here to say, you have to vote no on this budget, you have to fire this police officer, and you have to implement and have community members implement our recommendations. What are we saying to the budget?
No!
Ramona will be followed by John O'Neill.
Pass.
Was that Ramona?
That was me. Give me your, yes, you have mine.
Martin and Howard Carson, I wanted you to put it in. Last night's forum was denied the opportunity to speak. So that's it, thank you.
Nervous and a little upset, overwhelmed. My name is Marcy Hardiman, and on the eve of November 3rd, 2015, my son was riding his bike home from his girlfriend's house to his dad's house. He had 3 blocks from home when he was struck from the back by a motor vehicle, being critically injured, subsequently passed 3 weeks later. The driver who struck my son was not cited, was not ticketed. No drug performance was ever done on
You guys just go to the Arizona auditor.
After hitting my son, he overcompensated so far to the right that he tore down an 8-foot neighboring wall. His car flipped twice before coming back onto the wheels. When instructed by the officials on the scene to seek medical treatment, he refused by stating that he would go the next day that his mom would take him. And I'm telling you what we know, what we possess. The crime scene was done horribly. We have pictures of the family being allowed inside the crime scene, a friend being allowed inside the crime scene, tampering with evidence, sanitizing the vehicle, moving items out of the car. We have pictures putting my son's bicycle on the right side as he was going east on Lower Buckeye. The police report puts the bike on the other side of the road. When questioned about that, their response to us was, it's possible that the bike was removed, someone removed the bike, but how is that allowed? As tampering with evidence. They want to paint my son out to be the perpetrator and not the victim. Could you give us your final thought, please? My final thought is that the city of Phoenix has been of no assistance to his father and I regarding our son's case. We've contacted Chief Williams, Sergeant Jones, all the top officials. Bill Montgomery sent us a letter a couple weeks ago stating that he stands by
his officers who were at the scene, and that they did nothing inappropriate, nothing wrong. But then the family is allowed inside the crime scene. A friend is allowed inside the crime scene. So how is that not inappropriate? Once transported to a level 1 trauma center, my son's life became the only work for that particular hospital was his organs. They did a run of 8 this time. It came back negative. My son was 34, never been in trouble with the law. His constitutional, his civil rights were all violated. He was racial profiled in the accident report. Beside ethnicity, they have a question mark. He was thought to be Latino, homeless, healthy 20. He was actually African American, 34. Donor network is called 15 minutes after he arrives at the hospital because he's presumed to be homeless, illegal possibly, and that no one would show up to speak to him. Things only get worse from the hospital.
What's up, Blue Ivy?
His HIPAA law was
Thank you for
violated.
coming.
Our surrogate rights were taken away from us because he was never married and didn't have children. So his father and I were his surrogates. On the evening that we decided to remove him from the life support to see if he would continue to breathe, and if he did, we would leave that between me and God and continue to fight for him. We were told that the only drug that he was being administered was heparin, a blood thinner. We find out after he passes that he was given Ativan, morphine, potassium,
We got Moppin and the Ames family
all suppressing drugs.
and all the other
So when we
victims
remove
of Phoenix
him from
police
the bed,
violence.
he stops breathing. He's determined to be an old hostager, a universal member. We found for all the officials who tried to have meetings, sit downs with him, we either were ignored or flat out refused. Then the media goes and insults us or tests our intelligence with the real investigation of a dog named Zero. My son's story got all of 20 seconds on the news. And he was my only child. He died 95, and he died with me.
This is
We were
Trayvon
lucky
Ames
to receive
right
the
there.
officials.
He's
Lies in
the
the
male
accident report.
that was in the video of Phoenix
Lies
PD
in
brutalizing
hospital
the Phoenix
report.
family.
Lies from the attorneys which we had represent us. They lied and deceived us so bad that whatever their share of the insurance payment was supposed to be, they accepted $5,000 less. Who does that if there's not some guilt or some wrong? All we're asking for is some assistance and some resolution. This young man was on his way home, 3 blocks from home, minding his own business, riding a bike. No one will help us. No one will listen to us. And I'm sure there are a lot of parents who have lost children or loved ones who know. Amen. I stand here alone today. I've had a nervous breakdown. I am now residing in a group home. We are originally from Wisconsin. My son had only been here 5.5 months before he was struck. And if you could see the pictures of the car, you would ask yourselves, how did the officials let this young man just walk away from the scene of this accident? His family entering the crime scene, removing items, a friend allowed. He's allowed to sit in a truck with a friend. He's not made to go to the hospital. He's not drug tested. They drug test my son. And everywhere we look, and every avenue we've gone down, we either been, or just flat out told, no. We received a letter from Bill Montgomery's office about 6, 7 years ago. I can't remember my name, who was shot. And she states that he stakes out his officer's reports. There was no mishandling, there was no wrongdoing. We asked ourselves, how can that be? Witnesses state that the young man who hit my son, his family, myself, his friend, no one ever walked away from that scene to walk across the road, check on my son's body while we were there bleeding. There have been several articles printed on it, one being Defend Life by Dr. Paul Burns. My son's name is Paul too. Arizona Republic, we met with a young lady who covers stories all the time. She told us there was a story to tell.
Thank you for your very powerful testimony. We have to move on.
It didn't happen. The
Yes,
evidence
good
was
question.
submitted.
Mayor, I'd like to say, one, I'd like to get more information out of it. Can you tell me what you believe happened?
What I believe happened was collusion between the officers and the gentleman that hit my son. How is tampering with evidence allowed? How are people allowed in a crime scene? What is that yellow tape for? And I'm not telling you what we're assuming or what we think, I'm telling you what we have evidence of. The accident, the hospital.
I'd really like to hear what you have to say, please.
And I appreciate it. I've been doing this for 4 years. And I'm here alone today because this is something I have to do for my child. I have to try everything I can. When we decided to take him off of the vent, at times he was breathing above the vent and on his own. We dismissed the first team of doctors because according to all medical protocol with brain injuries, my son was to go right into emergency surgery. Never happened. They intubated my son 2 times within 30 minutes without any assistance of pain meds or sedation. Made his vitals go through the roof.
What I'd like you to do, Sam, are you here? Sam, are you here in the room? No, somewhere.
In the end,
Good. I'd like you to do it, if you don't mind, in the interest of everyone else too. I'd like to take one more levy back. I'd like to. I can't promise you anything because I don't know.
We haven't even
I'm not an investigator, I have no clue. But if you could meet with Sam in my office, get your information, I'd like to know who your attorney was and a phone number for that as well. And then, Ed, I'd like to set up a personal meeting if you don't want to do it with you. And
Councilman, that would be fine. Also, Commander Martos.
Okay.
The speaker and the other information so we can make
Yeah,
sure we follow it.
yeah, if Steve could do that, that'd be great, but I'd like to get more information, yes, I know there are other people out there, but this is your son, and you have a right, at least one more shot at it. No, I haven't done anything yet, so, let's, why don't you just meet with my office, meet with the other person, and we go from there, okay?
I'd like to be a part of that also, please.
Yeah, sure, cool. Yeah, Mike, and we'll coordinate with Noel Councilman.
Also, the Ames family just handed me 3 seats. Would anyone be open to giving your seat up?
Betty.
Okay, one.
There's 2.
Are they together? 3 over here. Oh, there's 3 right
There's-
there.
Got 3 together.
Now, Vera, when we talk about police violence, it's not just the shootings and the killings. When we talk about this whole process, how people are assaulted, how people are treated, how investigations are done, and how families are treated. And so I know that the Ames family got here, and I'm able to sign in. But would they like to talk?
Ms. Hernandez? Ms. Hernandez, John O'Neill is our next to the podium. John O'Neill will be followed by Sean Daniels.
name is Sean Daniels. I'm the new artistic director at Arizona Theater Company. But I grew up in Mesa, and my family is the Udall family, which has been here in Arizona for some time. I just want to talk about the slight increase that has been given to the arts in the upcoming budget. I know that there are other issues for us to talk about today, but if you don't know, the arts provide $400 million in terms of economic impact. My theater alone provides $5 million in economic impact just to the couple of blocks that we're around. So as you look at the budget, right now there's a $25,000 increase that is a little out of whack in terms of what we provide. I would love it if you would look more to providing to the businesses that provide the economic drivers for our town. In addition to being, we provide 6,000 kids are able to attend and see shows because of the programs that we do, and that $25,000 covers next to nothing. So anything that we can do, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is John O'Neill here? Jason Del Cruz, followed by Joanna Zamora.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. My name is Jason Del Cruz. I represent the Arizona Coalition to End Sexual and Domestic Violence. The intersection between safety for survivors and trust in law enforcement is implicit. And without it, it can cause survivors to stay in situations that would be detrimental to their health. It's obvious that that trust is not happening at this point, and so we are standing here in opposition of the budget until there is a solid plan for accountability. Thank you.
Joanna Zamora will be followed by Raji Ganesan.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for allowing everyone in the community to speak about this issue, because obviously it is a community issue. It is obviously something that thousands of people came out for last night to say that they have an issue with, and that they were sharing personal stories of their own encounters with their friends and family with the police force. And, we're asking for a lot of things to be done. We want the police officers to be fired. We want better vetting for hiring police officers. And additionally, we want evaluations as they're on the job to see if they're having issues with their duties as an officer. Because we all understand it can be a very stressful job. It's not easy having people, be disrespectful to when they're getting in trouble. But at the same time, we as citizens should not have to be terrorized by people who are hired to serve and protect us. I'm very disheartened when I hear that police officers are assaulting people, especially physically, verbally. I was very disheartened last night to hear that one of the families who goes and protests outside the police office, because their family was killed by a police officer, and officers are laughing at them and they're flipping them off. Like, that is disgusting to me. And I'm very disheartened when I hear people say that there's not a problem with the police force, because it's not true. And it's very, very disappointing that official reports are being lied on. Even if you see the reports from May 27 with Drayvon and Aisha, you see that even the police reports don't corroborate with each other, and you see that they don't corroborate with the video. And that's what resonates so much with people, is that finally on video, there's something that shows the entire circle of abuse that happens in the community, and that nothing is done about it over and over and over and over again. People are frustrated by that. Like, these are people's lives that are being affected. And as we sit here and we talk about it right now, someone is getting assaulted by Phoenix PD. And so that's why we can't wait anymore for action to be taken. It's just not acceptable to allow police officers to be on the force.
Thank you for your testimony.
Jump to excessive violence. Thank you.
Thank you. Is Clayton Jacobs in the room? We will have Raj Ganesan followed by, well, I guess, Clayton Jacobs followed by Raj Ganesan.
So the reason I'm here today is because I'm outraged at the continual police brutality that has been going on, not just in Phoenix, but also in Mesa and in the nation. It is a nationwide problem, and we have got to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice. And we have to stop letting racist, ableist, misogynist police officers be on the force. My sister, Danielle Jacobs, was shot and killed by the Mesa police on February 4th, 2016. I had to bury my sister's body, and I will never forget that day when I went to the funeral and how I just wanted to go away from here so much. And I remember just reaching out to touch her because I didn't believe that she was gone, only to realize that she was. And still, Mesa Police, as well as Phoenix and Tempe, have continued discrete brutalities that have culminated in this meeting today. And we must, like I said, we must not only replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice, we also must work to eliminate the mass incarceration that is being done in this country, which disproportionately affects Black and brown people and people with disabilities. And we must also work to eliminate the 11th Amendment, sovereign immunity, so that people can privately sue the government and have easier access to be able to sue the government and police officers and be able to hold them criminally and civilly liable a lot easier than what we can now, because under current civil rights statutes and Section 1983 claims it's very hard to win on, and we've got to change that.
Thank you for your testimony. Is Raj or Raji Ganesan here? Barbara Backyard will be followed by Mrs. Straighten.
Hello, my name is Raji Ganesan. I am a high school educator, Phoenix Native and community member. My job is a privilege. To learn from my students and witness their growth is nothing short of inspiring every day of my work. The job of teaching and preparing my students to thrive in their families and our communities is inherently linked to holding their traumas and understanding the context for the acts of state of violence that cause them. My students and their families have immense amounts of trauma for being brutalized, profiled, and killed by the police, ICE, and the prison system at large. Their traumas are untreated and unrecognized, and they are denied access to even the most basic resources to begin to heal and process their pain. $721 million for more police when my students are navigating a world without access to healthcare, safe transportation, healthy food, affordable housing, and mental health care resources. It doesn't end. Their homes, the bus, and even their schools, in none of these places are my students safe from being assaulted, separated from their families, and killed. So I ask you, when will it end? Thank you, and happy Juneteenth.
is what I happen to prepare, other than to say, the $721 million to go to the police force when, at the preschool that we're working at, they're cutting programs, doesn't seem to fit well at all. I do want to say one thing about the officer, with the family. If I had seen that officer anywhere near any of those children, any of the children I work with, I would have called the police on him. I did not believe that he knew how to handle any kind of family whatsoever, and I thought that they handled themselves actually pretty well. I've seen worse when kids were getting dropped off for garden and preschool. Anyway, I don't want to see that money go for that without having any kind of oversight or ability to have words come back and forth that actually mean something. And I do want to say something. I don't want to see the blue wall. I want to see a blue bridge. When we were talking last night about the community, let's have the community actually have interactions back and forth that mean something and that do something. And not just talking and not just meeting and not just doing it for years and years and years. I want my kids, I want my grandson to grow up and be not afraid of the police. That's what I want. I want us to be able to work together. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And this semester will be followed by Jennifer Hernandez.
Hi, thank you, city councilors, everybody in the community for coming out and supporting this all important time and endeavor. Some of you I call friend because I've been able to learn you in this past 6 months, learn what you're about, learn what you endeavor to do as leaders in this community. Some of you I call colleagues to establish leadership as a public servant. And I will tell you I'm here today because I'm seething with anger and disappointment pertaining to the escalating violence, abuse of authority, inhumane treatment of residents, and the demoralizing and poor behavior of members encountering the police department, the Phoenix Police Department. Enough is enough, and I think you've heard that often enough. I really did not want to have this type of engagement with this newly established council, but you can't sit along the sidelines of the board. Something has to be done. You know, I've watched you work hard to prove yourselves and win the trust of your community and residents and Phoenix at large in regards to leaders in this community. You have influence, you've demonstrated compassion, you have conviction, creativity, innovation. And I'm here today just to ensure that as leaders, you and maybe it's time to lead from a position of right. Maybe it's time to lead from a position of righteousness. Maybe it's time to lead from a position of integrity, honesty, justice, strength, responsibility, accountability. And also I'm calling on you to do what is right in this matter. Immediately 5 officers that participated in this most recent incident involving the Ames Harper and their children. I'm asking for you to implement immediately actions and new standards of hiring and training, inclusive of human relations, conflict resolution, leadership, communication, decision-making, empathy, stress management, negotiation, counseling, and conceptual skills for our brave men and women in the Phoenix Police Department. I'm calling for an immediate culture shift of intolerance and firing for police officers that they found out to submit inaccurate incident reports, omissions of actions, and omissions of behavior. Enough is enough. I'm also calling for possible early retirement of officers that serve over 15 to 20 years, as it may appear that deterioration in civility begins to occur within some of our officers during that period of time of service. Here in Phoenix, we are very smart people, very smart group of people. Our community is better than this, our residents are better than this. And now they've come forward to work with you to make policing better than this. Thank you for the time. I appreciate all that you're going through at this moment of time, and I hope to see you.
Jennifer Sanchez will be followed by Kathy Carbone. I'm sorry, Jennifer Hernandez.
Good
name is Jennifer Hernandez. I just came here to say that you cannot pass this budget until you hire the cops. You're giving $721 million to the police to keep harassing, brutalizing, and killing us. It is our lives on the line, and you have to answer to us. We are sick, we are hurting, and we are constantly mourning because of these murderers you call heroes. These racist ass cops who are supposed to serve and protect, but instead are shooting and killing us fast. They're shooting our babies, our dads, and sexually abusing our moms. I didn't want to make this personal, but you all just keep fucking up. And this is a crisis, and this crisis happening right now is personal, because this is our lives, and these are the same lives that got you on that damn table. All I gotta ask is, what if this was your kid? What if your child was being threatened to get their head shot? I know for a fact that some of y'all have brown or black babies, and I assure you that just because of skin, the color of their skin, they're already a target. So I'm just trying to let y'all know that y'all need to get your shit together, because before it's my daughter, or before it's one of y'all's daughters, or y'all's sons. Yes, revisit these cases, give the family some justice, but it's not just about that. It's about looking at the whole damn system.
Nancy will be followed by Alejandra Dash.
Hi, my name is Kathy Carbone. I come here as a 20-year federal government employee, supervisor, and manager. And clearly there's a culture change problem here, and the Phoenix police need to fix it. It's not impossible. Any hard challenge in the government, people often sit back and say, well, what can be done? Unless we do something concrete, and unless we start now, nothing will ever happen. Just a reminder that 11 police officers have been identified in Phoenix whose Facebook posts were included in the database of offenses posts in the Phoenix New Times. Phoenix had 44 police shootings in 2018, more than larger NYPD and LAPD. As you recall, I'm one of the members several decades ago, what the LAPD's culture was like, and somehow it appears they've managed to fix it. Management was a big thing of mine, and I went through the government often fixing government problems that people had been ignoring or dealing with poorly for years. Simple things, job clarity. They're here to help the citizens, not just abuse the citizens. I took care at Johns Hopkins, where I was on the faculty in the School of Medicine. I took care of the same people here who are targets of police brutality, and they are deserving of care. The training diversity, it sounds silly, but have they been formally trained sincerely by the top? Unless the top commits, nothing will happen. What's the metric and data? Sorry, I'm an old scientist. Bad apples are often responsible for often frequent episodes like this. Have they been identified? And why not 100% cameras on every officer? You're going to spend money in the police department. Let's record everything. Finally, review and progressive discipline, where everybody is clear. We don't want to hurt the police. The police are our friends. They're here to help us. But the people who do wrong need to know that there will be consequences. And finally, I realize this is going to be majorly unpopular, but if everybody in this city was not carrying a gun, the police would not feel as offensive as they need to feel, and they would not be subject to death. Everybody here reviews the police deaths outside in countries which have decent gun control, and it does not happen, or virtually does not happen. Let's help both sides. You gun safety regulations, so police don't have to be afraid. And I thank you very much for your help, and I wish that your budget should reflect these sorts of changes in concreteness. Thank you.
I've got to push back on some of these negative comments, because the media's here. I want the media to know that not everybody in the city believes this crap, because that's what this is.
Our council! Our council! You're not being disrespectful, so why the fuck should
I'm going to push back, and I'm going to you're out in the
Now who's the professional one?
the name caller now? We are the people! We elected you! Do your fucking job!
anyone else to speak, I got it.
Alejandra will be followed by Carrie Wallinger.
Hi, my name is Alejandra Dash. I'm a new Phoenician, as about a year ago from Minneapolis. This is new for me, so I'm a little nervous. I represent a group called Arizona Jews for Justice and National Council of Jewish Women Arizona. And the two groups have empowered me to come here and speak today on behalf of what everyone's screaming about. I don't think we need to pass this. And the reason we don't need to pass this is because we are afraid in our streets. We cannot trust the police if this is the behavior that we see. Guns pulled on 4-year-olds for accidentally, inadvertently taking a doll. Haven't you done that before? Didn't you ever take a piece of, a pack of gum from flies? Now I understand, now hold on a second, sir. I understand that you don't agree. That's okay, I get it. But it is possible that we can have a conversation about that. And we don't need to yell and scream. We can be civil about this. And it's good to understand your perspective. At the same time, it does feel like you do not understand ours. It does feel like you do not feel the fear
What's
we
up,
have.
Nottingham,
Fear,
England?
I am
Thank you for
terrified
tuning in.
for my children. So, hear me out. I think it's worth it to have the conversation. I think it's worth it to put this budget on hold until you can figure out how we feel. Take a minute and think about that. And we don't have to argue, but we do need to think about it. It's okay to wait.
And let's not go to the name calling, murders, all that
It,
stuff.
sir, yes.
Let her speak! Let her speak!
Hold on a second. You stop interrupting everybody else. We're not doing this anymore. We are not yelling anymore. We are better than that. Who's we? All of us in here. No, we are not going to do this. So, in conclusion, I recommend strongly that we put this on hold until we can figure this out. Okay? Without the name calling, with respect. That is what my deity calls for me to do. And I think everybody else can agree with some version of that too. Thank you.
Callum Bush, we're protesting the Phoenix Police Department.
Carrie Wallinger will be followed by Jose Diaz.
I attended the meeting last night, and I just want to say that I don't think that it was an appropriate use of time. I think that the mayor and Chief Williams hid behind people's anger. I think I could continue, Mayor, for maybe 15 to 30 seconds. I don't think that's enough. I think that last night you were all owed more of an explanation for what recently happened, what's been happening for years. Beyond that, I'd like to oppose the budget because I don't think that Phoenix PD needs $700 million until they know how to use it. They have to realize that that was a discount for the city. I think over and over and over again, starting with the New York Times article last year, we heard Chief Williams say that the reason we have so many officer-involved incidents in the city is because of people that live here. I don't think it's our job to protect ourselves from the police. I think it's supposed to be working the other way around.
Jose will be followed by Walter Nicholson.
Jose, can you donate your time?
We are not accepting donations of time. We are not accepting donations of time. Walter Nicholson will be followed by Sean Severin.
Yes, do I be there voting tonight?
2 weeks ago, I was put in the dog kennel in the back of the police car that they keep dogs with in because these police officers didn't like what I had to say. I've been observing everything since I've been here today, and I can see, I'm amazed that everybody was so respectable, except you. Some people don't like the fact that people will use the proper words to say what's what. If I kill somebody, they'll call me a murderer. That's what they will call me. And that's what I call anybody that kills people. The Phoenix Police violated my constitutional and civil rights by writing up police reports and dismissing my case on their own authority without allowing it to go to the prosecutor's office the way it's supposed to. I was attacked, assaulted, and seriously injured. I've been trying to file charges against the people that did this for almost 2 years. Every time I go to the Phoenix Police, they give me a story. They send me to Internal Affairs. They give me a story. I go to the mayor's office. They give me a story. I go to the prosecutor's office. They give me a story. They send me from place to place, and they never do anything. The people of Phoenix, Arizona, including me, are sick and tired of people being wrong and doing us wrong. You people don't get it. You work for us. We don't work for you. You work for us. When we take our money,
Did you see him? He said
and you
that is
reward
true.
people that shoot our children down in the street. We don't want that to happen no more. We're not gonna allow that to happen no more. If we got to fire every one of you, we're gonna fire you. So you get ready for it. Okay? You don't like the words I use? Come.
Thank you for your
I got the
testimony.
right to use the words I want to use to express myself, the same way you do. Okay? You don't shut me down because I have something to say or complain about something that you're doing wrong. You know you're doing wrong just like I know you're doing wrong. We are tired of having our children shot down in the streets, our women shot down in the streets, our sons and daughters killed in the streets by people that all they have to do is say they was in fear for their safety. They got all the guns, they got tapes, they got batons, they got all this stuff. But all they have to do is say, I fear for my safety. And they can commit murder and get away with it, not just once, many times. Now, if you don't like what I have to say, you know what I have to say about that to you.
Sean will be followed by Sarah James.
Mayor and members of council, the latest incident of police brutality that is receiving national press right now is just one of a multitude that demonstrate the Phoenix Police Force has become a regime of brutality with a culture of violence propelled by the inaction of this council and the dereliction of duty by the city manager, who you appointed, along with the enabling of what I believe to be a racist police union. In the harsh spotlight of the national media, the leaders of this city have tried to act surprised and caught off guard by what took place in that video. But to anyone who's been paying attention, we know exactly how disingenuous that is. How do we know? Because we've been here year after year telling you about it, sharing the stories of police brutality and police misconduct. We told you about the excessive use of force at the Trump protests in 2017. We were here last year speaking of the unprecedented and record-breaking year of officer-involved shootings. We've been here begging and pleading for the council to take action, to which we at best receive insincere platitudes, and at worst, to outright scorn and contempt, blaming the community for our own deaths, which this police chief continued to do last night. You are supposed to be our leaders. You are supposed to represent us. We demand here now a civilian review board with subpoena and firing power. Until then, not $1 more for this police. For those of you who will continue to ignore, and I know some of you will, the voice of the public, I promise you, with everything I have in me, that this community will do everything in its power to make sure that you no longer serve on this diet.
Yes! Sarah James, followed by Anita Purple.
I'd like to defer my time.
Anita Purple, followed by Jessica Behrens.
My name is Anita Purcell, and I am a voter and a constituent in the city of Phoenix. I have, looking at the panel, I have supported and even financially supported and canvassed for some of the council members that sit up here today. What I wanted to share with you was my concerns for the budget and how I believe I had marked as neutral, but I oppose it. And I think that we should have a discussion. I don't believe that we should appropriate additional funds for our public safety officers, or the rollout of more body cameras. And I'm going to share some of my concerns with that. And I apologize, this is the first time that I have actually done something like this in this capacity. So my concerns with regards to appropriating more funds for our public safety officers and the rollout of more body cameras. My question is, what is the impact and what will this look like? We know two things: transparency and public records requests are not a priority of this police department. This was heard from the voices of victims, of their families, and the expansion of funds and the cops wearing cameras as a means to convince the public that public safety is a priority is a false measure of transparency. At the end of the day, crime is measured by police activity and our local governments. And we know at any given moment, the police officer has control over the camera, not the civilian. Our current system is designed to reproduce racial inequality in our institutions. We see it in education, and we see it in the ordinances and statutes we have here in Arizona. I'm here to make you aware of the blatant and explicit actions that have been internalized and practiced unconsciously by the leadership and the bureaucracy of this local government for far too long. And to circle back on the point on racial inequality, we are a country that began on an attempted genocide of indigenous people, and our wealth in this country is backed by kidnapped and enslaved Africans. Our history and present challenges have proven that we have not learned from our actions or the history that we are repeating today on Juneteenth.
One of my favorite movies, and I'm going to digress here, is Usual Suspects. And there's this line that Kaiser Sose says, and he says, "The greatest trick the devil ever played was to convince the world that he didn't exist."
Thank
The
you for your
devil
testimony.
could be a metaphor here for racism or the inability to acknowledge the practices and corrective measures in this institution. And with that being said, I'm tired of being played by the false hope of transparency and accountability. I hope
Thank
that
you.
council members will hold their word.
Jessica Behrens will be followed by Erica Reynolds.
Hi, my name is Jessica Burns. I'm a teacher in Mesa and I'm with the Kentucky. Here to speak today in front of community members fall victim to the hands of Phoenix police officers on a daily basis. The biggest issues right now are the police department's actions and their lack of transparency in the aftermath. We need to not only talk about what went wrong in these incidents, but about what to do differently to ensure that incidents like this don't happen again. And Chief Williams, you're either ignorant or delusional. Bringing change is not a job for the community. Your job is if you're what happened to the Ames family should have never happened, and the lack of transparency and honesty that followed is a perfect example of what not to do in this situation. You all claim to grieve over the lives lost again and again to senseless violence in our communities, but you aren't doing anything about it. You need to do something, and it starts with your department being upfront about the mistakes and working in a timely manner to fix them.
Erica Reynolds will be followed by Jeffrey Featheroff.
I came down to speak about the budget.
Move closer to the mic.
On December 26th, I was stopped in, and then I was detained by the police under false pretense, and they illegally cavity searched me, which resulted in me being left. I had to go to the hospital, and I've had complications since. Now, there was no search warrant, there was no policy procedure followed, and out of 4 officers at the scene, none of them had a body camera on. I don't understand why you're asking for more money when body cameras should be a part of their gun. It should be accountable from the day when you turn your shift on to your turn your shift off. You should be accountable for your phone calls, the things you say, the people you talk to. If I was a security guard, every hour they have you write down what happened, all of a sudden, I'm just magically, there's no paperwork. You know, I don't think you guys need more money. You need to figure out what you're doing with the money. From what I understand, the police chief bought a $90,000 horn, which is a crowd control thing, which is really a weapon. I think like out of $90,000, every officer should at least have a body camera first. You know, what they did to me, they don't even care. I'm not saying you guys exactly because you're just a part of it, but you're in control of these people who take their time. A body camera should not be optional at any time. If I go at 3 until 12, I want it from 3 till 12, every minute, everything. People should be fully accountable. And so to ask for more money when you haven't already came and done the requirements of previous budget requests and things that are done. You get new cars, you get new everything, but you don't make sure that every officer has a body camera. That's why I'm here today, because body cameras should not be optional. I say this and I mean this. Police have all the time, all the money, and all the technology. At least you should not just use it against people, but people should be able to hold them accountable for the things they do. And it shouldn't be down to a he say, she say thing. It should be down to the body camera shows it all. And that's my point.
Thank you. Jeffrey will be followed by Alexia Iasis.
Thank you, Mayor Kidd. Thank you to the council members. My name is Jeffrey Federhoff, and I'm a concerned citizen. I rise today to demand an end to police violence, police brutality, and police murder. Last night's forum was hard on the heart. I even know that you felt it, Kate. Because if you didn't, you would have a heart of black, and I know that's not true. A defense that seems to even come up today, that seems to come up all the time, is the safety of the officers. Now, I'm not here to dispute the fact that officers don't feel unsafe. I'm just saying that that is not representative of the actual threat. So here's something that I want to discuss. In 2018, Phoenix police killed 44 citizens. Nationwide, that number grows to 992, and that's just reported and acknowledged as police shootings. Currently, we're sitting at 421 for the year of 2019. I Googled for the number of police officers killed by gun in Phoenix in 2018, and I found no results. If you stretch that out for nationwide, it's 52. So the threat to our community is almost 20 times greater than that of the police, of their concern. So where is the justification for the safety concern? I don't see it, the numbers don't add up. Let's not entertain this strawman argument anymore. Let's remember that the primary duty of the police isn't to make it home safe, it is to make sure that I get home safe. And the side defense of the victims were, quote, armed or unarmed. What's weird is that we live in an open carry state. Either you can have a gun or you can't. We have a law, we have a system set up where white people can have guns and freely walk through Walgreens with not a hair touched on them. But if you're black, if you're brown, you're a threat. And that can no longer be the policy of our police officers. Professions by on-duty deaths, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2017, the number one occupation where you might actually hear your death, fishermen and women. Loggers were number 2. Number 3 were pilots and engineers, or flight engineers. Number 4 were roofers. Number 5, sanitation workers. Number 6, structural steel and iron workers. Number 7, truck drivers and traveling salespeople. Number 8, farmers and ranchers. 9, grounds maintenance. Okay? Number 10, power line installers and repairers. 11, miscellaneous and culture workers. 12, okay, I'll jump ahead. Number 18 is on the way. My demands are, we have a civilian-led police force, and you can check my mind. We have a civilian-led police force model that has been developed by Michael Wood. He is here, he's willing to sit down with the council and have a conversation, the honest conversation about what we need to do and think about what we can do.
Alexia will be followed by Danielle Tolley.
My name is Alexia Seitz. I'm a student at ASC Tempe. I'm a resident of Phoenix. I'm here today to speak against the budget because I don't think that we need to be funneling more money into one of the deadliest police forces in America. That is one of the last things that this city should be doing. And by far, it's one of the dumbest things that the city can do. As you've already heard multiple times, we capped at 44 shootings last year, 44 police-involved shootings. And that enough should be something for this council to think about. We're demanding action to be taken on this, and it's not really looking as if action is really going to be taken, but that's what we're here for, and we need you to take us seriously. So when we call the police murderers, and when we call the police killers, we mean it. It's because they're killing us, it's because they're murdering us. We're even justified in calling the police terrorists, because they're the ones who are terrorizing this community on a day-to-day basis. This is the community they're terrorizing people of color, and that's not right. And as people who sit up here in the city council, as the mayor, you should be paying attention. You should be listening to us. I really don't know what to say other than, don't pass this budget. The police don't need more money. And you guys should really reconsider what this money should be going into instead. How about our roads, our infrastructure? What about social programs, social programs? What about our families that are going hungry? What about all the homeless people on the streets? What about all these other issues that need to be paid attention to? It seems like that's being ignored, and what's really being paid attention to is further arming our police force and further making them even dangerous for the community. Thank you.
Danielle Poland.
I defer my time.
Danielle defers her time. Is Wade Padgett here? Wade Padgett will be followed by Diane Post.
Good afternoon. My name is Wade Padgett, and I'm a counselor by profession and training. I have spent the last few years working in nonprofits with regard to immigration rights and reform and police use of force issues. I enjoy a good relationship with the Phoenix PD, and I believe that police department, this police department, feels that I'm a fair person, so I hope that what I have to say is taken much more seriously and deeply. Ask yourselves where you can go to find a job where you can literally lose your mind and be sent to your room as a consequence, or in these cases, be sent to your desk. Who else has that? My first work in mental health was in maximum security forensic psychiatry. And if I displayed a fraction of behavior we see streaming through these videos, time and time again, police officers screaming at their victims, and I'm very serious about the use of the word victim, screaming at their victims, sometimes in medical dress and unable to move, sometimes with their wrists so far behind their backs, they can't not struggle. But you have a police officer in your ear screaming, stop struggling, stop struggling. The police officers that victimized Draymond and Aisha were having full-on meltdowns, or what Gavin Becker would have called emotional hijackings. I can guarantee you as a professional in the field that they heard almost nothing that was being said to them. They saw very little except what they were expecting to see. Whether it was a gun being hidden behind a baby, for God's sake, or somebody ready to jump out of that car with an armful of babies ready to shoot them. Why? Why did they not wait until the family had gotten out of the car to confront them, even if it was just over a ball or a dog, excuse me? Why did it have to happen, pardon me, this way? Why did guns have to be pointed in the car at unarmed people who were apparently not compliant? I think that they were compliant to as best as they knew how, because they were also being emotionally hijacked, except in this case, they were being emotionally hijacked by the people hired to protect them. There is no way that the retention of such officers can be justified. And my last words are to Chief Williams. If you intend to make an apology to the public or to marginalized communities and victimized communities, that apology should not be followed with the word but.
Yes.
That apology should not be followed with a wagging finger and a you need to. I'm available for coaching and apologies should the chief of police like instruction.
Is Diane Post?
She left.
Valeria Lopez will be followed by Cynthia Victoria Williams.
Valeria and Cynthia will be followed by Lily Fisher. While they are coming forward, Mark Metis filled out a card in favor of arts funding in the budget.
I don't want to take any time away from people who are much more well-spoken than I am. I want to call on to you guys to vote no on the new budget. Without justice, there will be no peace. Fire the murderers who are in the police department. It's not name-calling, it's facts. And that's about all I have to say. With no justice, there will be no peace. We won't stop until they stop. No justice.
No peace.
No peace.
Cynthia Williams will be followed by Lily Fisher, who will be followed by Julie Golden.
What's up, Took?
Hello, council and assistant city manager sitting here. My name is Victoria Williams. I am a naturalized U.S. citizen originally from Germany, but we know about the Gestapo tactics. I have a master's of science in organizational leadership and have worked in management in a Fortune 100 company for the last 30 years. I believe that what happened and what continues to happen with the Phoenix Police is a failure in leadership. I know that most managers have heard of the 80-20, and I'm sorry, the councilman from Scottsdale, sir, when my children want my attention, they sometimes grab me by my face when they were little and said, please look at me with your eyes. I think that everyone here deserves to be seen and listened to. Yes. So please do support me and the fact that I work at 3 a.m. to go to work at my corporate job so that I can get off early and come here. The failure of leadership that I see is that we are not holding accountable the officers who we have sworn to uphold the rights and the protection of our citizens.
I gave you a wrench.
I've lived in Phoenix for 30 years, and I believe that 80-20 rule, that 80% of the people do the hard work, or excuse me, 80% of the people let the 20% of the people do the hard work, but it's also that 20% of people who do wrong, and the 80% lets them get away with it. So what we have in the situation that happened on May 27th was an officer whose amygdala was definitely hijacked, but also a partner who, although she may have looked at him with disdain, allowed him to submit a falsified report. My concern is that our police officers need better training. Our police officers need to have progressive discipline. In the Fortune 100 companies I work for, we have what we call level 3 critical infractions. If you do that, then you have that as your first and final warning. If your behavior is so, they don't listen. They don't listen. This is sad.
This
So
is sad.
I'm disappointed in you, council people. I
Sad.
really am, because you don't pay, you do not attend.
Sad.
It is disrespectful. You expect us to respect you, even though you leak information to the media to try to make us feel that the people who were victimized should be held accountable for the fact that, I believe yesterday, I think they only stole what they stole, but it was less than $5 worth of merchandise, and that was no excuse for them to be treated the way they were treated.
Gaslighting.
I don't really care. People do wrong, but even when they do wrong, they're people. Don't treat them like animals. They're human beings who sometimes pay the police officers' salaries. I would just ask that you guys go forward this budget until you come up with a way that you can train these officers. I've been to the police academy and done their simulation. It's a hard job. You can be easily killed if someone pulls a gun on you and you aren't aware of it. But I also know that we can't have officers who have post-traumatic stress themselves, whose past behaviors have shown that themselves need to be off duty for a while to get help, or that this is no longer the best job for them. So I would just ask again that you don't know until we can come up with some sort of progressive discipline, that the ideas that Onesimus and other people have put forward be truly considered, and that you work with the community to actually oversee those officers who need to be disciplined or let off the force. Again, I'm disappointed in the behavior of you. I'm disappointed sometimes with the behavior of the people here, but we're angry. We're tired. So I appreciate the extra time you gave me and just hope that you truly consider that my words were seeds to place in your consciousness so that you can have moral standing later.
Yes, yes.
Julie Golding, followed by Lily Fisher.
Donating my time.
Was that Julie?
Yes.
Lily Phillips Fisher, followed by Ruth Maldonella.
My name is Lily Fisher. I'm an Arizona native, and I'm really concerned about the $721 million that you guys are going to give to the police department. And I know I'm a white woman, and I don't have a lot to say about police brutality, but I'd like to voice the opinions of some of my Black friends who can't be here at this moment and what they told me. I think it is ridiculous that my Black friends and I can drive through Phoenix, Tempe, and Mesa, as well as Gilbert, a city named the third safest city in the entire nation, and still see them tense up when we pass cops. I think it is ridiculous that my Black friends can completely comply to an officer's orders and still be treated with disrespect and belittled like they are suspected of being a criminal.
Exactly.
It is ridiculous that my Black friends are being targeted and harassed by cops because of the color of their skin and the way that they walk and speak. My around a cop. I have heard my Black friends' mothers cry and beg to them to text them and call them when they arrive to a destination safely because they don't know what will happen to their kids once they leave the house. My mother did not have to worry about me being out late with my friends because there was no issue. I've had my Black friends' mothers ask me to keep an eye on their kids while we're out. We're not even doing anything remotely wrong. We are simply going to a party, going to the mall, minding our own business, and they've asked me to watch over their children because you never know with cops. There's been an instance where I've been out with some of my Black friends and we've been approached by a cop because of some wild suspicions he's had. He's put his hand on the holster talking to my Black friends, and I've had to step in front of him because I am no danger to him. It is ridiculous that they are seen as such a threat when they're minding their own business, and I've had to be the deviator between them. A 19-year-old girl. It's ridiculous.
Citizen-led policing.
My Black friends are not criminals. $721 million should not be filling the pockets of policemen and women who target and criminalize and endanger the Black folk in our community. $721 million should not go, $721 million should go to rebuilding communities and families that have been negatively impacted by racist cops and government officials. And I know you like to sit here and say that our cops aren't racist, and that they're not murderers, and that they're not terrorists, but they are. Clearly, they're doing things that are hurting us and hurting our community. That's why we are saying those things. We wouldn't be saying those things if it weren't happening. Clearly, there's an issue. And if you believe that this is anarchy, that us coming here and expressing our fears about the Phoenix police is us acting up, then you should be ready for the hellstorm that we raise when we're tired of sitting here.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And it's something that needs to happen now.
White allies.
Thank you. Luke will be followed by J.J. Johnson.
I'd like to defer my time.
J.J. Johnson will be followed by Xenia Aronia.
Senya Arona?
I apologize.
Come on.
Mayor, Council. Mayor, in your State of the City address, you didn't talk about any of this. You laid a giant crest white strip across the city, and you bleached us. It was shameful, and I didn't expect that from you. Now, show of hands, who remembers CPTI? Community Police Trust Initiative? What happened to that? Before we spend another dollar on another study, we need to get some answers as to what happened to CPTI. And all of the other things that we've been going through. The most disingenuous thing that I'm hearing from the city council is that, like, this is all new information to me, but we've been going through this for years. And now it seems like the tactical policy being put out by the chief of police. When I was a kid living a horrible life, the men who beat my mother used to say, "Look what you made me do." And that seems to be the policy, the tactical policy of this police department. Here's the duality of it. The same officers that would run to take a bullet to protect any person in here will also violate our rights under the color of law. We don't know what to do with that. I don't want to be talking about this. I want to be talking to you about why we still don't have a level 1 trauma center south of the river.
Yes.
When police officers are shot, when police officers are shot during rush hour and that kind of thing, they're perishing in ambulances because we don't have a trauma center that is on the south or the west side. It is time to use the budget to serve all of the people. I'm tired of the frippery of bike lanes and dog parks. It is time for us to invest in infrastructure that matters. It's time for us to find a system where officers get the training they need. I don't think they come to work wanting to hurt us, but the person that cut your hair had 1,700 hours of training to be licensed by the state of Arizona, and these officers got 585 hours to be licensed. Let's work together. I don't want to kick you in the shins. I don't want to run somebody against you in 2020. Let's get together and fix this. But I'm tired of people pretending it's a personal hurt. Why don't come? It's not only going to work with you. Call me.
Good afternoon, members of the council. My name is Xenia Orona, and I'm here to implore you to not pass this budget without a single dime unless we get rid of all of the bad actor cops and bring immediate consequences to the policemen who are responsible for harassing the family that is here today. First and foremost, we need to do our due diligence in order to make sure that we are holding police officers who clearly do not have our best interests in mind accountable. This does not mean desk duty. This is not still collecting their paycheck. This is getting rid of them immediately. No suspension without pay. And then reviewing, getting rid of them, firing them as soon as possible. Secondly, we need a civilian review board that has subpoena power and firing power, directly overseeing the police department. Yesterday, at the sham of a community meeting that I attended, where 2,500 people plus waited in line and sat in the church just to listen to you say, "We're going to figure it out in 30 days." I heard over and over again that people are not receiving the police reports for the members of their fallen family members. So we have technology, right? Why do we not publish police reports immediately after they are complete? Available to the public without subpoena. And the body cameras, they're coming in August, right? Link body camera footage, to the police report, make it easier for people to access this information without having to go through a FOIA, without having to learn a new system that they frankly didn't want to learn and they don't need to learn. It should be as easy as checking a Twitter. That's all I have to say for now. I'll write you the rest of my grandkids.
Thank you. We will have Dr. Ann Hart, followed by Red Romero. Then some council members have asked to provide comments.
Just getting ready to leave. You know, certain things have been debated, and I'd like to say good afternoon to the city council members, the mayor, and, I speak for many, but not for all. As a 35-year resident of City Council 8, I come before you today shocked by the horrific incidents, the salacious, sordid, and inflammatory comments posted on the personal Facebook accounts by 75 police officers and 22 retired police officers whom are hired to protect, respect, exercise integrity, dedication, and excellence. These are very egregious posts, which are racist and sexually and religiously motivated. Thank you, Chief Williams, for the desk duty assignment of these officers pending an internal investigation with a future recommendation for a swift and appropriate consequence. But what is most troubling is the voice of one of the members of our city council who defended this inappropriate behavior, minimizing it to free speech, stating that if anyone is offended by this, then you are a liberal snowflake. Well, I certainly am not a liberal snowflake, and like others, I am offended. The posts are insulting and totally disingenuous to the oath of the office. And I'm paraphrasing, the sworn oath of an officer to uphold fundamental human rights and accord equal respect to all people according to the law. To do otherwise is to smear the badge worn. Really? Is this what we have been reduced to? We look to our city council members to exercise common sense and operate with a moral center that will help diversify our city to continue to grow and prosper. We need city council members who are going to be objective in providing policy direction and not condone behavior that is known to be morally wrong or offensive. Lastly, I have a 4-year-old granddaughter who loves Barbie dolls, like any other children or little girls. The Barbie doll experience is a rite of passage for little girls to finally have a Barbie doll, but sadly, one little girl's life has been shattered by the memories of a SWAT team-like approach of rogue police officers who escalated a minor incident to what has now become a national embarrassment and absolutely sickening over the theft of a dollar store Barbie doll. This is injustice. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Thank you, Mayor, for Deadline, Aisha, and their 2 young daughters, and for the expedited implementation of body-worn cameras for the entire police force. And yes, as a longtime member of the Police Community Trust Initiative, thank you, Jerry Williams, for doing the best work that you could have done for much of what you inherited. I support you. The community supports you. Thank you.
Okay, we will have Ren, followed by the Ames family, followed by Hector Lopez, and then we will turn it to council members. Family of Hector Lopez.
I put a card as well.
I put a card as well. We have council members who cannot physically appear after a certain time and have asked for the ability to address people directly while they are here.
Maybe they should open up their time.
You're gonna leave? Is that what you're saying? I will stay until every person who has filled out a card.
Learn to open up free time.
To speak, we will have public
Who
comments
pays your salaries?
as long as possible. But there have been several people who have said they want to hear from
Sal's
elected
gonna
officials.
leave. Sal needs to stay.
You work for us. You don't leave until we say.
Get off your phone, Sal.
Good afternoon. My name is Ren Romero Puguli. I'm from Phoenix. I grew up in New Orleans. I would like to say today to the people of this meeting, not to the counselors. The counselors know the content of their consciousness and will vote as such. We know the content of their consciousness and know how they will run the vote. Put more money and more guns in the hands of our murderers, our abusers, and our kidnappers. But we are the people of the city of Phoenix. The power that they carry directly from us, our votes, from our actions, from our faith, and our tax dollars. The power that they hold is dependent on the power that we give them. They move when we make them move. They fear us more than we fear them, or they would not maintain an army of police to terrorize us. Today, what is important are the people next to you, the people in your community and your home. Speak to each other, understand each other, and become more connected with yourselves and your neighborhood and your community, regardless of your nationality, your race, or your religion. We need the power of each other, organized and committed to each other's freedom. On this day of Juneteenth, we celebrate the arrival of the news of the end of slavery. It took 2 years for that news to reach Texas. And the end of slavery did not come by a congressional vote. It came by the threat of uprisings across the plantations. It came by the threat of the people moving together in faith, belief, and courage. For the love of each other, for the love of yourselves, and for the love of our freedom and the freedom of our grandchildren, love each other, and please give support to the family here today to seek our support. Please, counsel, if you are listening and are not on your phone, as the wonderful Sal Cocho is, I would ask you kindly to vote against this budget, to vote against giving bonuses and more guns to murderers. Thank you.
Drayvon Ames, followed by Aisha Harper.
May 27th, a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, a pregnant mother, and a young black father could have lost their lives over something senseless. Over police abusing their power, over police acting with rage, being racist, over a 4-year-old taking a Barbie doll. I guess our life is less than a 99-cent doll. And that's sad that we live in America in 2019, that our life is less than a $5 dog. And I just want to say, police that did that to us need to be fired, held accountable, because there will be no change if people are not being held accountable. There's footage of the incident, and it's clear as day that the officer was wrong.
What's up, Pistol Tucky?
It's sick that they're still behind desk duty and they're not fired or they haven't been suspended, something to show that, okay, they were wrong. And everyone in America sees it. And that's all I have to say, really. It's sad that the officers are still working and we want them fired and demand that they be fired.
Fire the cops.
Fire the cops.
Fire the cops. Fire the cops.
We would like those in our family to speak as well.
Hi, my name is Kiosha Simmons. I am the oldest sister of Drayvon Ames. When I first seen the video, I had a panic attack because I couldn't believe that was my brother. I'm still in disbelief as of now. Alleged shoplifting does not protest or it doesn't
We are in
justify
Phoenix,
the way
Arizona
officers
at
treated
the
them
city council
in that
meeting.
particular video. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but those officers need to be fired. This is very devastated my family because this isn't the first time that this happened to our family. In 2014, my cousin Michelle Crisol. She was murdered in her home by the Phoenix police. Just for welfare, her mother asked the police to go check on her, and she didn't know that her daughter was not going to be living that day. So I ask that some type of form of justice is had, or some reconstruction is had before the police department is made, before I approve or agree with this building tax.
Reverend Chair Marvin, we have something for the clerk if we come take these papers. It's a petition under chapter 4, section 22. I won't read the whole thing, but basically, in 15 days, we want you to vote yes or no to give direction to the city manager about firing the 2 officers and disciplining and demoting and retraining the others that were involved in this incident. You can do it. You have you can do it. It's called good trouble. You're allowed to get in good trouble. So I invite you all to join the civil rights movement and get into some good trouble. That's what leadership is. You get sued over the gift clause. Get sued over a righteous decision. Fire the 2 officers. One part of the petition I will read, and it says that the family has asked that the officers be fired immediately and then afforded all due process rights that belong to terminated city employees. That's big. That shows how big they are. First you fire them, and then if you were wrong, maybe they sue you. Maybe not. Take one for the team. Take one for the colored folks. And all I have to say about that is, with my heart, to you, Betty, to Laura, to Carlos, to Michael Nowakowski, and even to, Sal. Sal, it's never too late.
Never too late.
But I want to say this especially to our mayor, because I voted for her, and a lot of you did. I voted for her because the police union didn't want her to be our mayor. That's why I voted for her.
There should be fired and put in jail.
Democrat, and Democrats are supposed to defend people of color. Democrats are supposed to defend people of color. And Sal, Republicans like Thaddeus Stevens and Abraham Lincoln, look at your roots, man, get right. But the Democrats on here, who are the majority, are supposed to defend people of color. Help me defend this family. Give Mr. Zucker a direction to fire those officers. And if they sue you, then I promise you, we'll all stand with you.
Yes.
I mean, we have a pretty tainted jury pool. I think it's going to be pretty hard to find a jury in this county that thinks that those officers were right. So go out on a limb like you do for developers and lobbyists.
This is the officer that took my picture. Lieutenant. Bad cops! Bad cops! Bad cops!
You were given an opportunity to move up in the line. Where are you? There. We've known each other for a lot of years, but it was not fair to attack the person that allowed you to move up on the line. It's not. If you still really want it on me, it's fine, but don't make it personal. I'm just asking as a favor. You got to move up in the line here because you were asked to do that, and to attack a person who literally helped you out here. Okay, not me. I'm not talking about me. We are.
This is a grieving family.
I agree.
So rise above it.
I'm just talking about you were given an opportunity to move up. Okay, just be polite.
Then shut up and let him finish talking.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gary Bisco. Aisha Harper is my niece. Javon is my nephew. I really just want the Phoenix Police Department to care. So we can start with C. We need better communication. We need effective communication. The chief loves to talk about transparency. Call it what it is. That shit was wrong. Just call it what it is. A, accountability. Who's been held accountable? Has anyone ever been held accountable? Police have the union, The union give you a desk job, you still get paid, we continue this investigation until when? The community never knows what happens and never knows what's going on. The true story is, fire the cops. Let's go R, resolution. What are we ever resolving? We're always talking, but where is the resolution? And then E, execute. Can we ever have some execution behind all of these great discussions, all of these supposed accountable meetings of what we're gonna do going forward? Let's execute, show the public that we are gonna do the right thing. We are gonna fire Christopher Myers. He's not gonna put a cap in anyone else's head because we're gonna do the right thing. We're gonna release him from the police force. Fire the cops. Thank you.
I just want to add that since yesterday, only one person, two actually, one acknowledged the willingness to meet with the family, the other, Councilman Orkowski, took some time to call and talk with the family and talk with them about what's going on and talk about recruiting more African Americans for our police department. So I want to thank Michael for that. Any of the rest of you that are willing to meet with the family, they want to talk about ways you can make the department more diverse and safe. So they'll wait for your call. Hopefully, unlike the chief and unlike the mayor who apologized to avoid, didn't call the family, didn't invite them to the office or anything, maybe you guys can be different and show them what kind of manners we have here at the city of Phoenix and on the Phoenix City Council. Thank you.
Fire who?
Bad cops!
Fire who?
Bad cops!
Fire who?
Bad cops!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Mayor,
Fire
I know we're gonna lose a quorum very soon, and there's a lot of other information and departments within this budget that I believe we need to address this today. There's a little time limit, so I am calling for the question.
Thank you. As council members vote, they'll have the opportunity to explain their perspective. Roll call.
DeCiccio. Garcia.
I'd like to explain my vote. I want to explain my vote.
This is for the call for the question, not the budget yet.
Yes.
I am committed to staying for everyone who has filled out a card, but right now.
That's not her question. That's not the question.
Okay, I did say that. Thank you. Okay, so, if the maker of the motion would be okay.
Is there really pink-eye genie?
So I'm a no to.
Well, I mean, I can withdraw the motion if you're limiting it to.
How many speakers? Can we do two speakers, 4 minutes?
Don't you
I don't know
dare
if
call
it's
the
true.
question, Gallego. Don't you dare.
Will you withdraw the motion? Okay, so the motion is withdrawn. Lopez
Deal with
family,
this,
thank you.
Sal.
Hello, my name is Leslie Molina. To those who do not know what happened on May 9th, my brother was shot and killed. I oppose to this budget because he was only sleeping. He was a father of 3 children. He was beaten, tased, shot, and all he was doing was sleeping. He wasn't trespassing. My sister was staying in the back, and that's when they called for a trespassing call. He wasn't bothering anyone. These officers say that they were wearing body cams when they weren't. They tased him and they beat him, but they were laughing the whole entire time that they did that to him. My niece and nephew, they're scared of police, and all they do is cry and cry for their father. We want them fired, and we're sick and tired of having to run around just to get the police report. We want the police report, and we want it now.
Well, my name is Marcos Martinez. Hector Lopez was my little brother. And I vote no. If you guys can't manage your money that you already have, then there's no reason why you should get more. All you guys are doing is just wasting the money. There's no reason why you should like beat people, take them and shoot them. There's no reason for that. You guys can't do your job, then get fired. Fire them. Not only that, but prosecute them for what they did. Everybody has rights. I work, I pay taxes, and why should I pay for their money? I work hard. I wake up every morning at 7 in the morning, break my back, and it's hot sun, so what, so racist police can get money and spend it however they want? I oppose this. You want the money, then give it to the people who deserve it. Give it to children, give it to whoever needs it the most. Not for somebody else to spend their money however they want, buy new cars, guns, spend it on them. Make it right. Thank you.
We turned in the cards like the directions say on the agenda. We follow directions.
Maria Castro.
Maria Castro, community organizer with the Human Rights Movement. I think that we need to have very deep discussions about what this funding is going to look like. We cannot continue to invest money in a police department that is murdering us. We cannot continue to have these conversations without the families being centered. We can't continue to do these things because we're dying, we're being deported, we're being harassed, we're being abused. You may want to cower behind a yes vote and say, well, this is the only thing that I can do right now. We'll do it for a little bit. 30 days is not enough. I have to have this done by the end of the month. But our families didn't have any other choice but to make the budget work when we had to bury our loved ones. We had to figure it out, whether if it was going and spending every last dime to make justice work for our families, to lay our loved ones to rest. We figured it out. You can figure it out. And we should invoice you for all of the funerals that we've had to have. We should invoice you for all the trauma care that our families have to go to. We should invoice you for all the medical treatment that people have had to have because of the police abuse. And the police abuse that's happening against the protesters too. I was pregnant when you all tear gassed us at the protest outside of the convention center without a warning. My child comes to protest with me all the time, but I can't bring him anymore because there's police officers there. So before you pass this budget, you need to have very real conversations, be family-centered, and don't cower behind your votes. You can do this, figure it out. That's what you're being paid for. Even if you have to meet every single day this week, and over the weekend, and all of next week, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. Because we don't have any other option when our loved ones are taken from us. Figure it out.
Bella Breen, followed by Luke Black. Bella would like to defer time. Luke Black, followed by Darian Garrett.
Excuse me. So the demand is pretty clear. Vote no on this budget. There's $721 million in this budget for the most violent police department in this country. We are asking you, we are demanding of you that you show moral courage and vote no on this budget. We are asking that you fire these officers, and we are asking that you put in place a civilian board to oversee the implementation of every bit of police accountability that you have promised in this budget. Right? We need community members to assure that you do the things that you promised that you say you're going to do. There has been a lack of leadership, a lack of courage on this council for years. All of you, with the exception of Council Member Corrado, Council Member Garcia, y'all built this police department. Y'all built this police department. You all have failed to hold the city manager accountable. City manager, you have failed to hold your chief of police accountable. And Jerry Williams, you have gaslighted the community, blamed us, put the responsibility on us instead of doing your job and holding police officers accountable. Who's going to show moral courage on this council? Who's going to vote no on this budget?
I'm with a community organizing group called Tempe Against Police Violence. I am from Tempe. I protest, I organize all around the valley. I have been in Phoenix a few times, but I center in Tempe. I filmed these cops, and there's one cop that I suggest we all film that is here right now, is Steve Roser. He had to take a picture of me to be, and I know what he's doing this for. He took a picture of me to put it in the database and run me through facial recognition. That's not correct. And then on top of that, Channel 12 just released today that the police couldn't even clarify that the Ames family was the ones involved in the crime. Why the hell did you guys respond with such force to someone that you didn't even know was the correct person, yet alone putting guns in the children's face, the guns in the face of a pregnant mother? There's a lot to work on, and as an activist and organizer in the community, I suggest the community to put cameras on these cops. They may violate your First Amendment right to film them by shining a flashlight in your face. And we all know how strong those flashlights are. Those flashlights can cause retina damage, they can cause eye damage. And they do this every time I put cameras on them, because they know what I have on camera could jeopardize their future, could jeopardize their job. So I want everyone in here, whenever you see a cop turn on code 3, record them, because it could next be you, the person sitting next to you, or someone else, you know, it could be them next. I'm from Tempe. I have been arrested 2 times for protesting for Antonio Arce, a 14-year-old boy who was shot and killed by a Tempe PD officer, Joseph Pine. A 14-year veteran in the Tempe community. 17 years in the police force himself. And then he was also an Army veteran. Dalvin Holland, 19 years old, July 27, 2016, shot and killed in the back by an off-duty officer by the name of Lieutenant Edward Omet. It's not just Phoenix, you guys. We got to focus on Tempe as well. Just so you guys know, Antonio Arce's 6-month anniversary is coming up on July 15th. Come out and speak at Tempe City Council. Join us in Tempe, not just Phoenix, not just Mesa. Meet us everywhere. Thank you.
Hannah Burkowi, followed by Logan Pollitt, followed by Charlene Tarver. Hannah, the first. Logan Pollitt. Is Logan here?
I defer.
Okay, Logan defers. Charlene Tarver. Ethan Pollitt would be next. Ethan, do you defer?
No.
Keep your seat, Thelma.
I'm sorry, I have a 100-year-old mother-in-law who needs care at 5 o'clock. I need to get home.
You work for us, you can leave when we're done.
Call a caretaker.
No excuses.
I think you need a caretaker too.
Yes. Scary. She might get shot.
Please give her
respectful. Ms.
Good
Target.
afternoon, Mayor and Council. I am going to attempt to keep my comments brief. I've served on the Pension Reform Task Force under former Mayor Gordon and also on the Parks and Rec Board, and currently serve on the IDA.
Yeah, I said a lot in 2
I just have a
minutes.
few comments that I want to share. Based upon federal data, Black men and women, boys and girls are associated with danger and criminality, and Black and brown men and women are 3 to 5 times more likely to be accosted by police, 3 to 5 times more likely to be charged, and 3 to 5 times more likely to be convicted. Police are also more likely to use deadly force much faster and more often as Black and Latino men and women in ambiguous situations that could easily be diffused. The same dynamic is prevalent in schools, where authorities suspend and arrest Black and Latino youth for minor misbehavior at alarming rates. Federal data suggests that Black students are suspended at 3 times the rate of their white counterparts. In both policing and schooling, young people of color, especially Black girls and boys, are disciplined and punished excessively, far too often for minor behaviors. These issues have contributed to the high incidence of opportunity youth here within the city of Phoenix and within the state of Arizona. At this
All right,
point,
I'm gonna close this out
although I
and go back live
make up or am a
when
part of
this
the
is finished up.
African-American community, which makes up less
Go,
than 6% of the population, what we're seeing is
Go
that we're
to Arizona
disproportionately
Auditors
represented
stream
in the criminal
to
justice
follow
system and the
everything that is
homelessness
going
or
on
homeless
here.
population